back. You're watching Dealing Room. The stock of the morning is Bajaj Electricals. After a small gap up in early trade, the counter now trades at its day's high point, the 7% gain on the stock on back of a massive order win by the company. They've bagged an order to the tune of 3,858 crores, if I've got those numbers right. We have with us Shekhar Bajaj, Chairman and MD Bajaj Electricals, joining us to talk to us about what this big order means to the company. Mr. Bajaj, first up, this is a massive order win by your company. Can you tell us and give us some more details about this order, and does it entail electrification of different villages, towns in the surrounding location?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, and good morning to all of you. This is an order which we've received yesterday, just a week or 10 days before we got another order. This is for 3,000 crores plus GST, which makes it 3,500, but it is 3,000 crores without GST. Earlier order was last week was 2,400 crores, which is about 2,000 crores without GST. So we are talking about a rural electrification order under the Saubhagya scheme of 5,000 crores. This order is to be executed in a period of 15 months. It's a very challenging thing, but let me tell you some other nuances about this. One is that once the LOI has come, we've already started a survey. By the time it is finalized, it takes another 3-4 months for all the detailing to be done. So that additional period is available to us, one. Second, our experience in Bihar, we've done about 25,000 villages. What you are mentioning is absolutely correct, that we go and lay the cables and to the below poverty line houses where there's no electricity, we provide and give them electrical point, and that's how we count that, okay, you've gone and given a point to so many below poverty line houses, and on the basis of that, we get paid. Every village we do, we get the payment. Now, what our experience has been that over a period, when they give you a order, we do a survey and we find that out of the 100 houses which are being told to us, actually only 60-70 houses exist, because many of them have gone to the cities and all that. So, with the result, this order of 5,000 crores between the two, this is for central UP and the other one was for eastern UP. So, between the two, we expect 20-25% of the order, houses do not exist. So, this may end up, actually, we'll have to do about 4,000 crores in the next 1.5 years. So, that is how it is going to be done. So, we should do about 600 to 700, maybe about 1,000 crores we'll do this year, and the remaining we should do next year.
Taken, sir. Just to understand from you, and the street is also very excited about this, there has been a very strong momentum in your order book build-up, especially in the last couple of months. What's the outlook then? What are your internal estimates for FY19? How do you see your order book shaping up?
See, we are now saying that we've got now enough orders as far as power distribution concerned. Next 1 year, we are not going to even quote. We are not interested, because to do this proper execution is a big challenge. So I don't think we are looking at any further orders for this. We may work on our orders for transmission line towers, where also we've got good orders, but there we can still at least quote. While in case of our high mast and all, of course, is our current business, so that and any special projects like any stadium lighting and all, those businesses is independent to this. So therefore, this is a separate team doing this. We've got our own setup of people to go and execute the same. And therefore, to that extent, our experience of Bihar has been very strong. This is the first time we are getting orders in UP. UP must have, what I understand, they checked up our credential in Bihar, and the feedback was that Bajaj is doing extremely well there, and therefore they got the confidence that we should be given the order.
Bajaj, usually big orders come at the cost of some compromise on the margins front. At least that's what we've seen historically. How are margins looking for this massive order win that you've bagged today and the one that you bagged last week? Is it in line with the usual margins or slightly better, slightly lower? Where does it stand?
We work exactly the reverse. When we are going for big orders, it is big risk also.
What are the margins of this order?
Yeah, the margins are as per our usual order book, so we don't give any discount. On the other hand, what I was saying is that for big orders, you can't go and work at lower margins because the risk is higher. So we have kept our minimum cutoff. We did not get many orders initially because for whatever reason, we were not we are not L1 now. These two orders have suddenly come, and therefore we are now well set for the next 2 years.
All right. Any capex plans, sir, going forward from here, considering, of course, the nature of growth that's coming in for some of your businesses?
Does not require any thing to do with our factory. Almost everything is bought out except maybe the LED lamps, which is to be given to the villages. Otherwise, there's nothing else which is required. So it's all bought out, and cash flow wise, we have no issue at all. We are cash rich, so therefore there's no problem of getting any limits or anything with the bank. Banks are actually unhappy that we don't just utilize the limits.
And on the working capital side also, considering...
That's why I was talking about working capital only.
No need.
For this, we've hardly got any debt, so we can always get it. Plus, we are finding that our cost of finance is cheaper than they are ready to give us 15% advance. But that 15% advance is expensive. So we are saying we don't want it now. If we want it, we'll see tomorrow. But our own funding is cheaper than going and getting that 15% advance against this order.
Right.
Point taken. Thanks so much for joining in, Mr. Bajaj, and good luck for the year ahead. That is Bajaj Electricals, clearly the stock of the day from the mid-cap universe. It is sitting at the highs of the day right now, up over 7%. One more new order win coming in. It's about 3,000 crores, and if you add the tax component, it works out about 3,500 odd crores. An electrification project. No need to raise any additional capital, no need for capital for any capital expenditure, and not looking to add any more large orders from this point onward, because the execution timeline extends well over 1 year. So for the moment, good with order booking and good with execution for Bajaj Electricals. But moving away from that, on to some important news that we're tracking today at the NCLT. We'll take a final call on Vedanta's bid for Electro Steel. Remember, Vedanta had in fact emerged